It's Natural MC, it's Mr. Brown running the sound, putting it down right now. And you best to just know what's going down. It's 89.5, the prophecy is right here. It's all you need. Don't touch the dial, cause I said so.
Yes, yes. Time now. 8:06 is Sunday night. And if you're not walking around, sitting on a patio, drinking some beer, hanging out in Cherry Beach, you're stuck in front of a computer, you're driving somewhere, and you're listening to me. So I'll try and keep it sunshiny for you. Sounds of Danny Bird in the background. Meteorites remix, absolutely big. Expect to hear this all summer. Whew, it's been some weekend. Just had Sigma in town. The last of 3 events. Soul in Motion presenting everybody all the time. All kinds of stuff going on. More stuff in the works. I'm gonna be quiet and let this track roll out. It's big. Check it out.
Harry Shotter in the building, and right about now, you're locked onto my Cody, Mr. Brown, live on the Prophecy, 89.5.
Maybe we're meant to crash from the sky. To me, eye to eye, like
Name is the Cam from Sigma. You are listening to Mr. Brown from the Prophecy, 89.5 Jürgen Atta, Liter 9. Let's get rocking. Opernstag.
Sounds of Colors in the background. Track's called Slip Away. Sending this one out to Saigon. Loving this one. Possibly the only other one who has this track. Absolutely big. Look for Colors. Big stuff coming up from this guy. I think it's actually 2 of them. I'm gonna be quiet. Another Hands in the Air tune. Summertime Flex. Prophecy Radio. Let's do it. Mic check. Reaching out to the external studio crew, keeping everything nice and level. Hopefully that's a little bit better. Anyhow, big shouts to everybody that came out this past weekend. Soul Emotion presented Sigma once again, third time around, and just like the last two times, it was absolutely a stellar performance. Big jam, amazing night, brand new club, big system, lots of people, lots of new faces. The scene is alive and well. I know this. We've seen it. And get ready, we got more coming up. Keeping the tracks rolling, sounds of Futurebound and Brooks Brothers. Watch for the Brooks Brothers album that I've been announcing will be released. Well, what I don't know. How many times did I say it was coming out and it got delayed? It's coming out tomorrow. So get on it. Pick that album up. It's absolutely wicked. Don Trader in the background.
This is Blake, representing Symmetry Recording, UK. You're locked into the Prophecy with Mr. Brown, best drum bass cutting in town. 89.5 FM, keep it locked.
Hi, this is Dave from Spectra Soul representing Shogun Audio. Right now you're locked onto the mighty Mr. Brown, live on Prophecy Radio. Keep it locked.
Yo, this is Brooks Brothers, representing Great Beat Chaos. You're listening to Mr. Brown on the Prophecy, 89.5 FM. Yo.
Just want to take a minute. Just send a couple shout outs here. Some people that are locked on. Shouts to Andrea. Shouts to Scotty. Amanda, DJ Dynamo. Big shouts to Brenda. And the freak inside. Chris, Loki, all the Buffalo crew locked in. Sarah and JPD. And if you meet him, ask him what JPD stands for. He'll tell you. It's big. It's very big. Anyways. Hoping the microphone's a little bit better. Actually a brand new microphone, so this is kind of cool. Just trying to get used to it right now. Some brand new Viper in the background coming up. Check it out. Track's called Ollie.
my man, Mr. Brown, live on the Prophecy, 89.5 FM. Keep it locked, people.
side, Prophecy Radio, 89.5 on your dial. Yeah, MC Sass, what? Yeah, we're ready to roll, you know. Let's go.
Inside the ride, 89.5 Prophecy Radio. Big things are one, keep it locked in. Run them tunes, selector. Yes, it's 8:18. And man, am I exhausted. For those of you keeping track, Soul Emotion's been very busy. Started off not too long ago. Canadian debut, Spectra Soul. Big event. Amazing venue. It was a great night, absolutely. And even better weekend, actually. Big up Dave. Absolutely wicked party animal. That guy. Glow Sticks crew, full effect. Taking over Nocturne. It was definitely a big time. Then, of course, we followed up another Canadian debut, Kazra, Critical Recordings. You guys don't know that label? Well, you gotta know it now because we've been pushing it so hard. Some of the biggest tracks right now coming out from that label. That camp's absolutely killing it. More stuff coming up real soon. So keep your eyes locked and your ears on top of Critical. And of course, we had some family reunion business a couple nights ago. Soul Emotion presented Sigma. And it was absolutely amazing. You want to check out the pictures? You can go online, Sick Design Studios. I want to send a big shout out to the crew that helped that one. Shouts to Anna S. Shouts to Steve Gleason, Laura McKay, Nicola, Jen, Miss Bliss, Z, Danger D, Tevlon, Dub Rock Phil, and of course Omar. Tying it all together. Thank you very much. Everyone worked really hard on that event, and it definitely showed. The place was rammed. It was big. Anyhow, enough of that. Look for Soul Emotion to return real soon. Okay, maybe not real soon, but real soon, trust me. Working on it right now. 9-year anniversary in the works. Hold tight. Sounds of Pendulum in the background, drilling the fire. Whew, big track.
Hard Recordings, and you're in tune to my main man Brown on the Prophecy 89.5 FM.
Couple more shouts. Shouts to Grim, locked in. Shouts to Lex. Sean Clarkson. Sunday tradition indeed. And here's a request coming out for me. Anybody in the area of the studio that happens to have an iced tea or a Diet Coke or some sort of beverage, please, bring it by the studio. I have much thirst right now. And the fridge over here at the studio has got a nice collection, mind you, of salad dressings and garnishes, such as mustard and things like that, but nothing to drink. So please, I'm thirsty. Someone help me out. Anyway, sounds of Metric in the background. Brand new sounds of him. I can't remember what this track's called, but it's big. Anyhow, check it out.
Hey, this is Metric, representing Viper Recordings, and you're listening to Mr. Brown on 89.5 FM, The Prophecy. Sounds of Neff Guy in the background. King of the Stars. This one came out on Liquid. Sending this one out to my boy JD, who did make a valiant effort to come by and bring me something to drink. Unfortunately, he was looking for something a little different. Mustard and Diet Coke don't go well together, apparently. Ask Carmen, he knows. Anyways, big shout out to JD. We missed you on the weekend, man. But all good. Lots of stuff in store. Hoping you're doing good, hoping everything's cool. And that's it. Mustard and Diet Coke? What kind of bet was that? Pick up JD. This just in. The Metric tune that I carelessly forgot to write down what it was is actually called Diagnosis Murder. Originally done by BC. And yeah, that was the Metric remix. Brand new, just out. Check it out on Beatport or wherever you download your business. And yeah, that's it. Sounds of Brooks Brothers in the background. As I said before, the big album on Breakbeat Chaos is dropping tomorrow. Finally, get your hands on it. It's big. This track's called The Light. It's one of the first things they ever did. One of the first tunes I ever heard that made me just say, oh my God, these guys are amazing. So yeah, Summertime Crew. About to switch it up. Hold tight. See you on the other side.
Listen loud, it's TC coming to you all the way from the UK. You're listening to Mr. Brown live on Prophecy 89.5 FM. Get to know.
Sounds in the background, brand new digital sound boy. Sounds of Mark Instinct. Track's called Love Dub. Sending this one out to Scotty Free for introducing me to this one. Absolutely big. Going out to the Baseline crew. Oh God, when this one comes in. Whew. Check it out.
Yo, this is Blame. You're listening to Mr. Brown on the Prophecy 89.5 FM. Keep it locked.
Yo, this is B-Trace, representing Digital Soundboy, and you're listening to Mr. Brown on The Prophecy. What?
Sounds of Marcus Intellect and Spy in the background. It's brand new on Solar. Track's called Police to Dub. If you haven't heard this out, well, do yourself a favor. Come see me play every time, because I'll be playing this all the time. Definitely a personal favorite right now. Big bass line. Anyhow. Track in the background coming up. Brand new sounds of Skitty. This is on their label. What's that label called? Foundation X. Track's called Hornsman. Sending it out to the old school crew. Big up Lush. Big up Krems. Amazing track. Once again. Send this one out to anybody who's got a cold beer, enjoying it. Because I am enjoying a cold glass of mustard right now, and I'm loving it.
Yeah, it's your boy Frequency, sounds of the Mr. Brown, live on the Prophecy, 89.5 FM. Here we go! I wanna see your lighters in the air.
Yo, this is IC3, I'm at the door. You're listening to Mr. Brown on Prophecy Radio. Easy.
Now it's 8:40. Sounds of Shy Effects in the background. I'm Mr. Brown if you're just tuning in. You're listening to Prophecy Radio. We're going straight through until 10 o'clock. Some brand new and some brand old drum and bass. I'm not thirsty at all and it's all good. Got some old school business coming in the background. Check it out.
Attention customers on the Young University Swadina line. You are listening to Mr. Brown on the Prophecy, 89.5 FM. Booyaka Shaw.
It's 8:45. Sunday night, you're tuning in to Prophecy. I got some exclusive business coming up. Brand new sounds of Shock One, Festa. Brand new Camo Crooked, brand new on Hospital coming out. In this segment, we're gonna rave it up. Because we feel like raving it up. What am I gonna say? Anyhow, it's brand new, forthcoming on Viper. Track's called Crucify. Absolutely wicked. Big up Future Bound. New album coming up. Actually, it's out right now. So get on there, get downloading. What's the matter with you? Worldwide. Future Bound Matrix.
With open eyes.
What? Hey, Blood, what a wicked DJ this. This is Il Massacre MC representing Soul in One UK. And you're listening to Mr. Brown on The Prophecy, 89.5 FM. You know what? Don't be silly or dumb. Better keep it locked. Booyah!
Sounds of Shock One in the background, absolutely big track. Kills the system every time. Got a lot of events announcements coming up, so stick around. Hospital. Sounds of Camel and Crook. The track's called Breeze Block. It's a killer. Check it out.
This is Kirk representing Viper Recordings, and you're listening to Mr. Brown on The Prophecy. Check it out.
want to take a quick opportunity here, send a shout out to my co-host, who's not really my co-host because he has his own show. Either way, he's missing in action, but requesting a shout out nonetheless. So, special shout to the wind beneath my wings, Scott Free, locked in. And of course, a shout to Christine, probably somewhere in the vicinity. Anyhow, just give you a quick update on some events that are coming up. June 17th, you can catch me at Yosh Ground Space Presents The Return, Marcus Sinelex, absolutely big. I don't know what to say about this guy, that, you know, he's definitely a pioneer in drum and bass. His sound has definitely evolved with the times. I would say, you know, definitely a visionary of sorts, so to speak. But yeah, pick up Ground Space for bringing it back in. So yeah, that goes down June 17th. DJs on the lineup: Gremlins, myself, Mr. Brown, Agent Dre, DJ Six, LBMC. I understand that some big sound system is going to be in store for the night, so check it out. It's all going down at Suba Lounge, 292 College Street West. For tickets, you can go to yoush.ca. That's YOOSH.ca. Or hit up your regular ticket outlets. Play the record, Shanty Baba. Culturizing for the Streetsville, Mississauga crew. An alternative to the Orangeville Massive. It's $20 in advance, more at the door if available. Definitely get on that one. Another one we got July 22nd, Heavyweight returns. Marcus Visionary and myself, bringing it back, round 6, going down inside Lily Lounge. Lineup isn't completely confirmed yet, but so far we've got Gremlins, we've got Lush, Marcus Visionary, of course, Grizzy, DJ Dynamo, and a whole host of others. And we got the resident MCs, Z and A2 are going to be touching down on this one. So yeah, check that out. July 31st, you can catch me in Hamilton. P.L and the crew down there are going to be doing something featuring Capital J. I've got no other details on that, so for more information, just stay tuned to either my Facebook page or hit up the event section at TorontoJungle.com, and I'm sure once details are sorted out, it will be made known. And of course, coming up, the big one, 3 Days of Madness, the return of Wimp, August 12th, 13th, and 14th. I'm going to attempt to read the entire lineup, but I'm going to do it after this track because it's pretty good. Anyhow, I believe this is Friction. Funny enough, it's the B-side of that Metric track. I didn't know. I'm telling you, too many tunes, not enough organization. Anyhow, I'll be quiet for a bit and let the tune roll out. Check it out.
Yo, this is Lensman representing Metalheads and all the other goodish, and you're listening to my boy, my man, Mr. Brown, live on The Prophecy, 89.5 FM. Keep it locked, people.
Yeah, this is Randall, Mac 2 Records, and you're listening to Mr. Brown, 89.5 FM, The Prophecy. You heard? Keep it locked to this frequency. That's how we roll.
Tonight still, and this is Johnny Osborne, the dancehall godfather from Jamaica. Lots of things to say. I'm going to write out that on paper. Big up the Prophecy, 89.5 FM. Big up man like Mr. Brown. Prophecy playing in the ghetto tonight. We gonna rock you tonight. Prophecy, I rock you tonight. This is Johnny Osborne, the dancehall godfather. When I'm around and in town, I listen to no other station than Prophecy, 89.5 FM. Big up man like Mr. Brown. See Mr. Osborne, say so.
Check. Alright, so CD player decided to conk out on me. So we're gonna go track for track for the next hour. And we're gonna run it through until 10 o'clock. Shouts to Dub Rock Phil, dropping in the studio, making the effort to bring me a drink. That's more than you guys were trying to do. So big up Phil. Sounds like Danny Bird in the background. You're gonna bear with me here. We're just gonna go track for track until I can figure out what's going on. So it looks like I can't figure this out. I don't know what the deal is. So we're gonna go track by track, which means if you got a request, drop me a text or hit me up on Facebook and let me know what you want to hear. And let's see if I got it. I'll play it for you. Time now is 9 o'clock in the PM. It's Sunday night. You're locked into the Prophecy Jungle Rave of Guanan, indeed. And that's all there is to it. Shouts to Dub Rock Phil on his way down to Cherry Beach. We're assuming the rest of you guys are. And that's it for now. It's down to Danny Bird in the background. Hamilton coming up next. DJ Spins! I'm sorry, I cannot do that request because I already played it. So there you go.
Yo, this is Blake, representing Symmetry Recordings, UK. You're locked into The Prophecy with Mr. Brown, the best drum bass cuts in town. 89.5 FM. Keep it locked.
Sounds of Hamilton. LOVE is the track title. This one's on RAM. This is a big one. Personal favorite. Send it out to Marcus Visionary.
And take me to another place.
In case you guys missed it, Marcus and myself, Heavyweights, round 6, coming up July 22nd.
I'll be your girl.
Woo, yeah.
Tell me I'm the only one. Stay with me till morning come. I'll spell it out. My song's about LOVE. L is for the light to show the way. O is for the words you make me say. Be the very part that makes me whole. Be my everything, my love. L is for the light to show the way. O is for the words you make me say. Be the very part that makes me whole. Be my everything, my love.
Well, this is Mark Intellect, and you listen to Mr. Brown on some radio station a long way from my house.
Without you, my life will never be the same. You've been every role of the joy and pain. I'll spell it out. My song's about LOVE. L is for the light to show the way. O is for the words you make me say. Be the very part that makes me whole. Be my everything, my love. L is for the light to show the way. O is for the words you make me say. Be the very part that makes me whole. Be my everything, my love.
Hi, this is Dave from Spectra Soul representing Shogun Audio. Right now, you're locked onto the mighty Mr. Brown, live on Prophecy Radio. Keep it locked.
Slow me down.
Sensodyne interface in the background. Brand new on Clear Skies. Track's called Truth Beyond. Big one. I think I figured out the CDJs in here. Bear with me. We're gonna go live. Oh God. If you've been a DJ that's been a guest here in the Prophecy, then you know what I'm talking about. You'll understand the setup here. Send those out to my guests next week. Be prepared. Bass Mentality Takeover coming up next week. Kilobit, Stay King, Cody, possibly Zed's Dead. We'll see how it goes. It's gonna get messy. Anyhow, get ready.
Hi, this is Kazra from Critical Recordings in the UK, and you're listening to Mr. Brown representing on the Prophecy 89.5 FM.
So when you take body like a rocket, it a spark. Nicky is a hit when the girl them chop chop. Hey, white, black, brown, slim or brown, me not care. No matter the day them fi get slay anywhere. Me no rich, but if I silent man a millionaire. Girl, if you have a time to bring it in here. Me yeah. Hey Miss Fatty Fatty yeah. Hey Miss Fatty Fatty you a murder. Hey Miss Fatty Fatty yeah. Hey Miss Fatty Fatty you a murder. Hey Miss Fatty Fatty yeah. Hey Miss number one in the world yeah. Hey number one in the world yeah. Hey Miss Fatty Fatty you a murder. Give me love the way you twist and turn up. I thought that love of my girl you a burn up. And I a girl you me never ever heard of. Hey Miss Fatty Fatty you a murder. Give me love the way you twist and turn up. I thought that love of my girl you a burn up. You a burn up yo. Hey Miss Fatty Fatty you a murder. Give me love the way you twist and turn up. I thought that love of my girl you a burn up. And I a girl you me never ever heard of. Hey Miss Fatty Fatty you a murder. Give me love the way you twist and turn up. I thought that love of my girl you a burn up. You a burn up. You a burn up. Hey Miss Fatty Fatty yeah. Hey Miss Fatty Fatty you a murder. Hey Miss Fatty Fatty yeah. Hey Miss Fatty Fatty you a murder. Hey Miss Fatty Fatty yeah. Hey Miss Fatty Fatty you a murder. Hey Miss Fatty Fatty yeah. Hey Miss Fatty Fatty you a murder. Kitty them pretty so they dog them a bark. Love it when you whine or you walk and attack. So when you take body like a rocket it a spark. Kiki is a hit when the girl them trap chance. Hey, white, black, brown, slim or round me not care. No matter the time of day them they get slay anywhere. Me no rich, but if a silent man a millionaire. Girl if you have a time to bring it in here. Me yeah. Hey Miss Fatty Fatty you a murder. Really love it the way you twist and turn up. I thought that love of my girl you a burn up. And I a girl you me never ever heard of. Hey Miss Fatty Fatty you a murder. Really love it the way you twist and turn up. I thought that love of my girl you a burn up. You a burn up yo. Hey, wine around like your tongue gets smooth. Hey, girl, let me put me something to really know. Dance me, come me dance. 'Cause I don't wanna
It's 9:31. Sounds are crystal clear. Track's called Pure Energy. We're running around tonight. I think I'm gonna go for a beer after this one. Anyhow.
I'm the head of the house. I'm the watchman on the wall. I'm the gatekeeper. I'm the head of the house. I'm the watchman on the wall. I'm the gatekeeper.
the lunar bass in the background. And of course, brand new Hazard. Yes. just about at the 10 o'clock hour. We got 10 more minutes to go, 12 more minutes, something like that. Sounds of Mr. Joseph in the background, brand new on V. Track's called Rodigan. I'm just grabbing CDs. Boy, my lucky I brought my book with me. Anyhow, big shouts to everybody who came out this past weekend, supported us at the Sigma show.
The first time I ever played on Moby.
I'll be quiet.
In 1985, Walter Fletcher Beach, me and Marigi. I'll play something now and no sound can play. Play this.
David Rodigan, strong on ya, oh, gonna play forever, Lord no, strong on ya, hey, you just ring the alarm.
Prince Buster.
Ticka ticka tock, Rodigan play non-stop, oh, ticka ticka tock, Rodigan play non-stop, whoa, straight from London to New York City, Rodigan clash with...
Yes, as I was saying, tune in next week. I believe it's myself, once again on the hot seat. Face Mentality Takeover. Special guests, Kilobits, Dead's Dead, possibly Cody, David King. The whole crew going to be coming out. You guys missed it. Sellout show last night, I believe at the Phoenix. And for those of you checking out Bus Station this Wednesday at Wrong Bar, it's live to air. So you need to make some extra noise. Check it out. Wednesday night, Wrong Bar, place to be. Rodigan in the background. Anyhow, Mr. Brown, take care.
the sky. Where it goes is in your mind. The airplane flies across the sky.